Hey, keep your hands going for Ryan, everybody, please. Before I get started into telling you about my life, you guys have no idea how hard Will, Jason, Diana, Shannon especially, have worked over the last 6 weeks to go from where they were to where they were performing tonight, and I think that they deserve another round of applause. I know we have one more left. Bill's left, and he's all right. I mean, compared to the other four, I think, well, let's just say, he's all right. That's all I'm going to say. He's all right. No, it's kind of funny. I've been doing comedy for 4 years, and I started taking the Armed Services Arts Partnerships Intro to Comedy Bootcamp, the exact same class that these guys have just taken for the last 6-7 weeks. I took it not to be a comic. I took it because I can't handle stupid people, and so I thought that maybe taking a class like that would help. Not yet. We're working on a level 2 class right now, which I think there's some promise there. But no, I took it, and it's amazing. Where are the veterans at in the room? If you're a veteran, raise your hand. Thank you guys all very, very, very much for everything you guys did. Is there anybody that was here in the Space Force? I still think it's cosplay for people that just like Star Trek or whatever. I mean, you're not going to be able to convince me otherwise because they took the stupid emblem from it. It's like Spock doesn't need it anymore, but I've got an idea. We're going to have a branch of service that makes the Air Force look good. Any Air Force veterans out here? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, in the Marines we had, like, everybody's slogan, Air Forces aim high. Marines we added and miss after it. That was just for you. No, but they worked extremely hard. It is very difficult to sit up here and talk and entertain everybody, especially doing it in just like 6 weeks for a 3-hour class. The round of applause that you guys gave them just wasn't enough in my opinion. So we're going to try this again, but I want you guys to really let them know. And then Bill maybe might be funny because he hears how excited you guys are for the other ones that went. So let him hear it one more time. All right, so let's get into it. Bill just talked about hip bowling class that he took. I've always been told that what I'm about to tell you is not ASAP appropriate, but I'm up here at the mic now, and so we're going to talk about it. We've all done some stupid things that we had no idea. Like, you innocently went to go do something. Like, for example, I innocently went to go join a bowling league. I enjoyed bowling the 2 times a year that I did it, and I thought that that would give me some type of therapeutic relief. And boy, did it. I accidentally joined a gay bowling league. I am still in it. 3 years, guys, 3 years. You're looking at one of the 4 founding members of 3 Hunks of Chunk. It's obvious what role I play in it, which is, I mean, the 2 of the 3 guys are good looking actually, and the third one, that you're stretching it. I wanted 3 queens and a king myself. That was what I wanted. According to them, though, I didn't have enough queen energy. So we're working on that right now. They've got me watching Golden Girls, listening to Janet Jackson. I hung a poster of Janet Jackson up in my bedroom, and I can feel my manhood level go down a little bit. So we're almost there. Now, I didn't actually know that there was an ally test that you had to take to be in this league. And I want you all to know, if you're ever on the West Side on Wednesdays at 6, come on in. I'll introduce you to everybody, because there's people in the audience when I do that sometimes think this guy didn't really. Yeah, I did. And we play euchre together 4 times a year. I've been in 2 of their weddings. So yeah, we hang out. And I've learned so much. I've learned that the world actually is not ready for a heterosexual and a homosexual to actually have a great time in public at everybody else's expense. They're not ready for it. And I've also learned that inside Kroger, they deem it inappropriate too. Only on 38th Street though, so I'm a West Sider, so I still got Brownsburg, Avon, Mooresville we probably shouldn't because a lot more of them carry there. No, I had to take an ally test, and what they did was they blindfolded you, which I know right now would sound alarming to be blindfolded as a heterosexual, but we were in public, so I was like, hey, this is fine, I'm comfortable with it. And they played you 10 sounds, and you had to tell them which sound was men playing tennis, and then which sound was porn. Right out of the gate, 8 out of 10. I passed. Can't believe I missed all the men tennis ones though. No, this will shock you guys too. I'm married for 27 years to the same lady. Thank you. Now don't really clap because she's not here to hear it, and I don't deserve it. There will be a statue of this woman made when she leaves this earth, probably 1 or 2 of them in like different parts of the state, just so everybody knows that she is gone now and Chris is unsupervised. No, my sisters actually call every year on our anniversary and tell my wife specifically, you can go. We honestly didn't think you would last 5 years. I mean, like my older sister literally told her she cost her $50 on our 6th wedding anniversary. That lets you know how bad we're just not alike. Like opposites attract, but then there's like my wife and I. It's like, you know what? How the hell are they still married after 27 years? And it's simple, prescription meds. Mine, I took them, because this may come to a shock to all of you. There's nothing wrong with her. Which there isn't. She's not here tonight, so I really could go into everything that's wrong with her. But 2 people in here really know her, and they know her better than they like me, so I wouldn't even get to my car before the phone's ringing. I changed the lock. No, I'm the token city boy of my wife's family. I didn't know Carhartt makes as much shit as they do, because I get a new piece every year. So if anybody needs Carhartt, I have a bunch of it in a XL or 2X that I don't need because the last thing anybody wants me doing is getting into any farm equipment and manufacturing any of the food that you guys need to eat. It's just not good. Not good at all. When I met her parents for the first time, they probably should not have allowed me back in the house. If I was just being straight honest with you. If it would happen now, my daughter would never see that jackass ever again. And all 3 things happened in a 4-hour time span. And I want you, as we travel along with my world, I want you at one point sit there and go, this guy is an idiot. And he would not have gotten this far in my house, which is fine. I'm good with that, actually. I had no idea that 4-H existed. Anybody 4-H people? Yeah, they show animals in 4-H. We just didn't do that in Evansville, Indiana. I guess we had things like movie theaters and bowling alleys and putt-putt to occupy our time. But if you're going to show a cow in 4-H, you apparently lead it down a gravel driveway with a rope pulled by a John Deere tractor. The looks you guys are giving me is the exact looks that I had when I first saw this on a country road. I'm thinking, holy hell, I'm in the middle of Deliverance 2. And I am making fun of this individual that's on this, pulling this damn cow just for my wife to turn on the turn signal, pull into said driveway, get out, and hug her brother. That's a red flag. Number 1, I'm moving a red flag. Anybody that's like married, guys, you'll understand what I'm getting ready to discuss. When you go and you meet parents for the first time, we don't focus on dad. I'm sorry, guys, we don't. Because dad is already pissed off at you. You could be the greatest dude in the world, but you are trying to date his daughter, so therefore you are evil. Mom is where you focus. Because when you leave, mom and your girlfriend are going to have a discussion. And it's going to go one or two ways. Ladies, am I wrong? You're going to talk about them. I accidentally washed her great-grandmother's cast iron skillet with an SOS pad. Because not every one of you in here knew. Like right now, there's probably 3 or 4 of you going, I don't see anything. I mean, he helped with the dishes. What's wrong with that? Apparently, in the country, you don't clean all your dishes like we city folk do. Because I know in my household, if I didn't wash the frying pan, we got beat with said frying pan. So we made sure that stuff was squeaky clean. Cast iron skillet, no different. There's a difference. So much of a difference that they told my wife now that maybe we should go and why don't you show Chris the rest of the town for a little bit. AKA, Grandma is about to whip this Marine's ass and you need to get him out of the house right now. So we came back and everything was fine. Guys, remember, 4 hours. At that point, I probably would not have allowed anybody else back in my house. I smoked cigars. I went on their front porch. They have that country house on their front porch. They don't use the front door, apparently. In the country, you don't use it, even though they leave it unlocked when they go to Florida all the time. I can give you their address. But the side door is always what we use. I went out front, and I went to light my cigar. And when I lit the lighter, she had these massive, it's not really my fault, because she had these massive, like, hanging flower pot things like that. I mean, they were just stupid big on each side. A pterodactyl flew out of this one when I lit the lighter was the problem. It was a bird. It sounded like a pterodactyl at that point, and it startled me, so I punched this hanging flower pot, busting it, making somewhat of a commotion, I'm sure. As I turned to punch this, something brushed the back of my neck. I turned around and knocked the holy hell out of the other hanging flower pot that was sitting right here, thinking that it was somebody or something, making a little bit more commotion than the first one. And I can just see the visual inside their house, hearing this, knowing what the other 2 things that just happened, and you hear this commotion, and they're like, what in the hell is he doing out there? They go to open the door, and there I come, face to face with my future mother-in-law, my future wife, and I am covered, head to toe, with potting soil, like all over me. It was like potting soil. These were 3 feet round, hanging flower pots. They were 9. I mean, the flowers were half dead, so don't worry. They should have been replaced anyway. They're welcome. But there's like potting soil like all over the place. And they let me come back in and spend the night and not try to kill me in my sleep. So when I say there were red flags that my wife chose to ignore, there were. And there is actually still. Like I honestly don't understand why stupid people can do stupid things. And it's not appropriate for me to point out how stupid they are. Because then they're just going to keep going around doing stupid things and pissing everybody else off. So it's my job to educate everybody else out here on why they're idiots. I'm out here doing the Lord's work, and I don't understand why people are upset. Like I can tell you after being in Louisville last night, people in Louisville cannot drive at all. Left side, 3 miles an hour over the speed limit. They will not move until you flip your turn signal off and you're already 3 sheets to shit to mad. You go to change lanes and what is Mario in front of you that's like sitting there with a Dale Earnhardt Jr. bumper sticker on the bottom of their like bumper and they're driving 2 miles an hour over the speed limit and they see you go to switch a lane and those jackasses just turn their turn signal on and come right over in front of you and then they get upset when you put them in the wall. And also, if you guys are ever driving on 465 or 65 South and you see a police officer already with people pulled over, do not slam on your damn brakes and go from 75 miles an hour to 40 because I guarantee you could go by holding a severed head out the window and they will not care. Do not slow down because then I'm going to put you in the wall. Guys, my name is Chris Cline. Thank you guys very much for coming out. Thank you for supporting the classes here. Let's bring up Ron May.